everybody. It is the holidays. It's my favorite time of year. It's the fall season. It's Taco Tuesday. Tacos before turkey. Tacos before turkey. And then cake. Here's the plan for me. There's tacos, there's turkey, and then there's birthday cake. Hey, Nikki Snow. Hey, it's good to be here with you and everybody. I am excited. The holiday season is here, and it is the biggest gobble holiday of the year. And so I'm sure you guys are going to be eating some turkey. I'm eating some turkey also. And pumpkin pie. My pumpkin pie, although I'm not making it this year. I need to figure out how to do that. But what I am making tonight is Touchdown Taco Dip. And that's why I'm wearing Thomas Jones UVA jersey. Hey, cousin. So Johnny Angel is crazy about football because he has the fantasy team. But you know what my favorite tradition is on Thanksgiving? And that is the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. It is, I love watching that parade. And then it's even better when it turns out it's on my birthday. I'm a turkey girl this year. So obviously after the Thanksgiving Day Parade, there's a bunch of football games on. And so we are making Touchdown Taco Dip. Touchdown Taco Dip. And it's super easy, very, very easy. So let's go ahead and get started. Hey, Diane, I'm making some Touchdown Taco Dip. You know, you got to have some tacos before the turkey. Hey, Melissa, we're celebrating Taco Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Hey, Christy, it's Taco Tuesday. I'm so glad everybody is joining in. We're all psyched for the holidays. You have to forgive my mess over here. Hey, Terry Jo. Johnny Angel is taking me up to Wintergreen Resort for my birthday and Thanksgiving. And they're blowing snow up there, so I'm really excited. So we got all this pile of stuff out here because we're going to be cooking Thanksgiving dinner up there. And you gotta have the right tools. You hear what I'm saying? You gotta have the right tools, and Paper Chip has the best tools ever. So, I'll be asking you guys what you're having for Thanksgiving, but we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna use our deep dish pie plate. I love this beautiful thing. It's one of our favorite stones. It's awesome to make quiche in, but we're making a layered dip this evening. So it's just one can of refried beans spread on the bottom. Okay? We preheated the oven to 350 degrees, and then we're going to put some layer of cream cheese, sour cream, and some taco seasoning mix. I'm a little embarrassed. I'm still using the same can y'all been watching me use. Last week I mixed it with my own that I had made. It is a huge difference. When you make your own taco seasoning, you use the real chili peppers. It's like this color. It's like a really deep red, And this is yellow. It's yellow. So I will, maybe next Taco Tuesday, I'll do, we'll make our own taco seasoning. So, but we stick with what we got sometimes, right? So we're making Let me move the camera down so you can see what's going on. All right. The batter bowl. Love this. Who has this deep batter bowl? I love this thing. Okay, 8 ounces of cream cheese. 1 cup of sour cream. These scrapers work really good too, and they don't burn or scorch. And when you leave them in your frying pan, we would never do that. We would never. Hey, Cindy, we're making touchdown taco dip. Woohoo! All right, 2 tablespoons. Here we go. All right, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what this looks like. It really, really, really. God, I'm preaching to you, and here I am using it. But hey. I used up all of the, hey Danny, I used up all of the homemade taco seasoning, and it's just huge. Huge difference. See what this color is? Instead of what this color is on the top. It's a big difference. So, as many seasonings as I have in this house, I have so many chili pepper, chili mixes, that there's really no excuse that I don't have it, except that I'm very busy preparing for Taco Tuesdays every week. Yay, Dawn, making some dip. What I have here is 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. I have 1 cup of sour cream, and I have 2 tablespoons of taco mix. Taco mix. Okay, this color reminds me of what my mom used to make. Yeah, I miss my mom. She's down in Texas. So I'm mixing this in the batter bowl. This thing is amazing. So, you know, you have mixing bowls like the regular ones, but they don't have a handle. Man, this works great. Yeah, Kristen, give us some advice, chili woman. A tablespoon or half of a teaspoon of real chili powder. Yeah, that will give it that good color, right, girlfriend? Absolutely. Okay. This is when you get some exercise. I should be cooking more often, because then you get to work it. Yeah, okay. That's silly, but that's fun. I got my hair done today. I got a little bit of bangs. What do you think? A little bit of bangs. Lauren does good. Good. I'm so excited to be going up to Wintergreen. I'm going to be, hey Tracy, I'm turning a wonderful age in the early 50s. And I have absolutely 0 complaints about the 50s. You know, in my opinion, you're going to just love the 50s. If you're not in the 50s yet, you're going to like it. It's really good. At least for me, and I hope that you are too. Hey, it's Thanksgiving. I just said, I'm so glad I got to express some gratitude that it's my birthday. And I'm doing well, and I like it. Okay. I don't know if this is supposed to be, and I made this before. It seems a little lumpy. Oh, by the way, I was watching the Pioneer Woman on on TV as I was getting my nails done today. And I saw her pour some gravy on her chicken piccata, and it was lumpy. So, if she has lumpy, then it's okay if we have lumpy. And besides, what I like is the phrase, we don't have to be perfect chefs. We just have to be pampered chefs. Is that corny? Okay, good. Now, time to put this cream cheese mixture on top of the pie, deep dish pie plate. This works awesome. My good friend Lisa, her specialty was the 7-layer dip. She was the queen of 7-layer dip. Any of you guys, hey, what kind of dips are y'all making for this? I know y'all are making some dips this weekend. Share with me what you're making. Lisa, she was the queen of 7-layer dip. Lord, and it took a lot of time because if it's 7 layers, everything has to be chopped up really fine. Hey, Maria. And if it's 7 layers, and she always had it in this really pretty, clear glass pie plate so that you could admire her masterpiece of 7 different layers. Oh my heavens to Betsy, Cindy. What is pumpkin dip? I am bummed because I bought some really delicious pumpkin spice organic coffee from Trader Joe's. I got 1 cup left of my pumpkin spice coffee. Man, love that flavor. So pumpkin. Let me share with you while I'm waiting on the pumpkin dip thing is that I was watching Dr. Oz. Had this food blogger on there, and she had the #1 vegan pumpkin downloaded recipe, and it is really good, y'all. I used the toaster oven stone, and you drain chickpeas. It's basically roasting chickpeas on a stone. And you take like 1/3 of a cup of real pumpkin from the can, and you mix in with your garbanzo beans. It has some nutmeg and cinnamon and ginger in there, a little salt because that brings out all the flavors of the rest of the spices. And roasted it in the oven. It was a super delicious snack. Really, it was so. My favorite flavor. I love pumpkin. Love it. Pumpkin dip, Cindy, can you tell? I like it. Okay, so we got this cheese on here. And, you know what I forgot? Bummer. I got all excited about the pumpkin. This calls for 4 cloves of garlic. And I am not going to dump 4 whole cloves of garlic right on top because that would just be it. It's too late now, Charlie. But if you need, I just have been giving Pampered Chef to all my family. If they're watching, you know what you're getting for Christmas. This is awesome. Our garlic press. What I'm going to do instead is I have some garlic powder. So can you hold on a second? I got to go to my seasoning drawer over here because even though I forgot to do the garlic press, I really want it in my dip. All right. Let's see if Johnny Angel has. Oh my heavens to Betsy. Now this is another terrible thing. It is a lifesaver. It's especially if you remember to put the garlic in before you do the dip. I got so excited to be with you guys. And then look, Johnny Angels must have been eating too many pieces of pizza because this is empty. And hey, Linda. And so let me check in the freezer because usually we have garlic this big. So hold on. So Cindy is making pumpkin dip. Who else is having pumpkin dip? I mean, not pumpkin dip, but what kind of dips are you fixing? Johnny Angel. I don't see any garlic powder in here. Oh, probably in here. Look, I found it. John finally did organize the freezer, which is where we keep all of our spices. And look at that. We got fresh garlic powder that we keep in glass. Keeps it fresh. Fresh. Not as fresh if I remember to use the cool garlic press. Sorry guys. Okay, so we're going to Wintergreen, celebrate my birthday, and have a fire. Johnny Angel made the mistake of showing me 3 different condos to choose from. Oh, that's a lot of garlic. One more. And he showed me the nicest one first. And then he said, which one do you want to stay in, Nutters? I was like, JD, which one do you think? The nicest one, right? Don't you want to stay in the nicest one? So, we used to go up there really often, at least once a year, and hang out for Valentine's or something. It's always, but this time of year, it's decorated really nicely up there at Wintergreen. Excited. Thanks, Cindy. Okay. Sorry, it's taking me too long. Garlic is on there. So we're going to bake it now for 15 to 18 minutes. Yay. So I love that it feels like I'm making a pie. Thank you, Diane. I know it's not a pie because I haven't learned the whole pie making process, but when you got a fancy pie plate, it feels like you're having a pie. Love that. Okay. Next, my friends, is, and my oven. Good thing we're not cooking the turkey in this oven. Or have company, because it is really dirty and it would probably make the smoke alarm go off. How about you guys? Is y'all's oven all nice and clean? So when you open it up and use your baster with the turkey, does it look all nice and clean inside? The smoke alarm is not going to go off. Who knows? Hey, Reverend Gail. Happy Thanksgiving, girlfriend. We're making touchdown taco dip. All right. I was going to use this tomato, but it does call for a Roma tomato, and I see why. Because if you don't eat the whole taco dip at once, which is really hard, it'll get a little bit more watery. So draining everything really good really helps make the taco dip last longer than just one day. Here's a tomato. Where's my fancy knife? Can't find my fancy knife. All right. Fancy knife. Oh, fancy knife to 9. Oh, that's right. I am learning about the knives, and I'm learning a lot with Paper Chip, and they were saying, oh, the tomato knives are amazing. So, look, Oh, Reverend Gail, this was on the outlet that time when you were wanting to get all those pink things too. Hey, Reverend Gail, they're having a really good sale on the outlet again. But their stuff sells out quickly. Just so you know, as you do know. So we're going to top this taco dip with some green onions, some tomato, some cheese, and a sliver of cilantro. Yes, cilantro. Okay. So, what are you guys having for Thanksgiving? Other than the turkey, I'm having. Hey, Dustin. What are you having for Thanksgiving? Other than turkey, I'm gonna be fixing macaroni and cheese. Anybody else having macaroni and cheese? Man, my grandmother used to make the best Southern style, and it was really simple. It was just a lot of butter and a lot of milk. None of the Martha Stewart with the crumbs. But this year, since I got all the fancy tools and everything, I am making a Martha Stewart type macaroni and cheese, and I sure hope it's good. Having the eggs, crab legs. Oh, crab legs. Oh, and Reverend Gail, I love that you call them heavenly eggs instead of deviled eggs. Leave it to you, of course. I'm going to have to remember that. It's so fancy. I love fancy. Okay. So, cool. What did I miss? I might have missed a couple of people respond what they're having. Sorry about that. A little bit slow here. I think that'll be enough. Broccoli, casserole, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, stuffing, ham, and green beans. Lord! That sounds heavenly. That sounds heavenly, Cindy. Yummy, yummy. Yeah. I remember Nanny always had pecan pie. That literally, I think, in my whole life, pumpkin pie, my favorite, Dustin. I think my Nanny's pecan pie literally is probably the sweetest dessert-rich I have ever eaten. It really wasn't my favorite. I think pumpkin pie, a little lighter. Yeah. But mac and cheese, gotta have that. Oh, let me show you what I'm doing, Reverend Gail, for heavenly eggs. Hey, Ashley, we're talking about the side dishes, and I'm trying to make a taco dip. Oh, man, I should have scheduled this. It's supposed to be in there for 15 to 18 minutes. Getting so excited. It's the holidays. Holidays. I haven't listened to holiday music yet on the radio. I'm going to do that this weekend. Okay, I set it for 9 minutes. Ooh, coconut pie. So if you're going to make deviled eggs, for the first time, I do like to waffle my deviled eggs. I mean, heavenly eggs, when you cut them, has that little crinkle. Looks fancy. Looks fancy. Oh, and I'm going to try this for fanciness. My friend Judy Mangialuzzo gave me this. You put your egg yolk, your heavenly eggs filling in here, and then Emily has this little fancy. So fancy. Then a little paprika on the top. Mom, not everybody likes olives. I do like olives. Mom would always then slice a the little pimento olives, and it would look so pretty. She would slice that and put that on top of the deviled heavenly eggs. Reverend Gail, thank you for giving me a new name for one of my favorite snacks. That's awesome. Okay, it does say to get the seeds out. Remember when I told you that it gets, it pays to drain things really well, because tomorrow it'll be a little bit more watery, and then the next day a little bit more watery, but I didn't pay attention like I am this time. So it was still good. I would just, do the redneck thing while nobody was looking. You would hold the pie plate up so it would drain in the sink, right? Right? You don't want that extra liquid in there. Hey, Diane, I want to congratulate you on doing so well in the World Food Championships. I tell you what, that Diane Lentz is her whole family. They're a legend. They're a legend in the chili world. They win, keep winning, and win some more. And they're really nice, sweet people, too. Okay, I'm going to chop this up. This just goes on the top. It's just a little feeling. Oh, okay. All right. Here's my little, what my fans told me. Hey, Dee, that the Pampered Chef knife, tomato knife, is the charm. Here's the other knife that I was looking for. The utility knife. Came in my kit. I like it. I like it. Hey, Dee, we're talking about what we're having as sides for Thanksgiving. It's my birthday on Thanksgiving. Spending it up at Wintergreen on the couch, watching the Thanksgiving Day Parade. Oh, God, I love it. I also love the New Year's Day Parade, but I don't get to see that one live because I'm always in a chili cook-off. That one's absolutely gorgeous. So, Dee, we're talking about, and most of us, and it showed up in Pinterest. My Pinterest feed was amazing. Hey, Susan. Hey, Christine. I was looking through Pinterest. It's like 1 million. Well, I know that's exaggerating. So many deviled eggs pictures showing up in my Pinterest feed. And so we were talking about what's the side dishes that we're having. And Reverend Gail calls them heavenly eggs. Thanks, Ashley. Heavenly eggs. They're not deviled eggs. Gotta love it. And then we were talking about, we were having some mac and cheese. And I gotta share with you guys. Oh my heavens. Look, I'm doing the Martha Stewart kind of mac and cheese this year. She puts crumbs on hers. It's like her let's sing the #1 rated recipe. And I tried it. So what I'm doing this year is who has the Pampered Chef Deep Covered Baker, also known as the Magic Pot. On Monday night, last Monday night, you stick a whole chicken in this bad boy. The whole chicken, don't forget to take the giblets out. Hey, Val. Put the whole chicken in here, take the giblets out, no broth, nothing. But some seasoning, little potatoes, little carrots, microwave in 30 minutes. It's delicious. And it looks so fancy. You can look like the super mom, the super wife. But, so, I love this booger. It's awesome. And so I'm like, Johnny, I want some macaroni and cheese for Thanksgiving. Gotta have it, right? So they're in the deep, I have this cookbook. Who else has this deep covered baker cookbook? If you don't have it, it's very helpful. Here we go. 3 cheese mac and cheese. Sharp white cheddar, Gruyere. Johnny said they didn't have Fontina at the Food Leon. Shocker, right? Still haven't made it to Wegmans, but I'm getting there. Yeah, and then chives and garlic, of course. And I'm very excited because it calls for 2 cups of garlic croutons. And I bought these croutons for another recipe and couldn't find the recipe. Oh, man. Let me see. Is it over there? Can I reach it? Can I reach it? Let me see if I can reach these croutons that I was really excited about. That was probably the second #1 reason that I wanted to make this, because it was in the deep covered baker. And then look, this is going on top of my macaroni and cheese. It's what it calls for. It'll be fun. Hopefully it'll be as good as my grandma's, which is really, really, really hard. Hard to beat my grandma's macaroni and cheese. So yeah, those are my favorites that I look forward to. And then pumpkin pie. Have not learned how to make pumpkin pie yet, or any pie really. But yeah, we got the frozen kind from Food Leon pumpkin pie, which is fine. I'm not even going to be in my own kitchen. It could be a big surprise up there at the food line. Shucks, at the Wintergreen. So I need a little cheese. Let me make sure. 46 seconds. I should have timed it sooner. What kind of beverages do you have with your turkey? And do you do a brunch? Do you do a full breakfast? Yeah, I'm curious, how do y'all celebrate Thanksgiving? You see these flowers right here? Oh, I'm gonna be like a weather woman. Can I be like the weather woman? Right there. Those, Johnny Angel bought those for me for my birthday. Woohoo! Going up in that age category. Oh, there we go. And it's all good. It's all good. Okay. Let's see. I have a tendency to overcook things. Mint tea. Let me do lunch. That sounds good. I tried baking eggs. Y'all, if you've been in any of my virtual parties, you've seen the eggs in the brownie pan. And I love heavenly eggs. And so I wanted to try a new way, and I overcooked them. I can tell you that if you, in this, I do not overcook in this baker. When it says 30 minutes in the microwave, it really is 30 minutes, and it is juicy. I don't ever mess that up. So let me see, since I'm saying that, I should really take it out and look at it. I didn't time it. 15 to 18 minutes. Do you think it's been 15 to 18 minutes, everybody? The silicone, you feel like butter on the inside. Love them. All right. Okay, I'm going to take my own advice and not overcook it, right? Don't overcook it, netters. All right. I sliced tomato in half, did that, the seeds, and I'll do a little bit of the cilantro, and All right, sprinkle olives, tomatoes, onions. Where's the cheese? I'm putting the cheese on now. I almost cheated. But, that wouldn't be authentic. I almost cheated. I wouldn't have done it on the camera. I was going to buy for the macaroni and cheese already shredded. But that's just not real. If you're going to say it and advise people to do it, you got to do it all the time. Unless you're in a super pinch, of course. Which, I'm not in a super pinch. Can you see over here? Here's our large grater. Love this baby. Do you know, oh my heavens to Betsy, the things you learn. Johnny Angel, he's like, I don't know, nutters, is that true? I haven't looked it up on Snopes, but they're saying pre-shredded cheese has sawdust in it to keep it from sticking. Now, I'm sure that's language that is accurate, but not entirely. It's probably some kind of derivative, something, a byproduct of sawdust. But does it really matter? You don't want any sawdust in your cheese, right? It's Dave's birthday too, Reverend Dale? That's right, I kind of sort of remember that. Tell him I said happy birthday. Glad you guys are doing good. I saw y'all's camper. I know you like camping like I do. Y'all need to come on down to Grace Point. So see guys, it really didn't take that long. Hey Ashley, it really didn't take that long to grate the cheese, right? And it's cheaper and healthier. And I got a muscle from it. Isn't that silly? Okay. Sprinkle the olives and the tomatoes and the onions over the dip. Make sure, before we came on, I already drained these olives. So that's my tip for this recipe, is just making sure that everything is well drained, and that way it lasts longer. JD's not a big fan of black olives, so I won't put too many. Maybe I'll put more on one side. Mom and I love olives. How about you guys? Do y'all eat olives? Yeah, I've been experimenting with some olives. I think it's cool in some of the grocery stores they have the olive bar. I haven't ever took advantage of that though, unless it was had on my fancy pants. I'm going to try some olives, some fancy olives. Right? Okay. Some green onions. This will be good. Johnny will like this. So, all right. So, I have to tell you my feelings about this tomato. So I see why the recipe calls for Roma tomatoes, because they're not as juicy. And that one feels a little mealy. And mealy, who likes mealy? That's why I almost used this one, which is like a Campari. It's much more juicy and more flavorful. The mealy, I get it. You get the color of the tomato, a little bit of the flavor. Sometimes they're a little challenging.